I'm coming prime. Oh, dang, I swear. Hello and welcome back, Transformer TCG friends. We're back into game cards. Yes. What we're going over, these are finalized, I believe. The Marina Wars upgrades, or battle cards. I'll just say battle because one is a secret action. And let's see here. Yeah, we have 3 weapons, 1 armor, 5 utilities, and 1 secret action. Originally, I think I was trying to go for like 3 of each, like 3 weapons, 3 armors, or two weapons, 2 armors, 2 utilities, and like an action and secret action. It didn't work out that way. So let's get into it. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button. Throw scraplets at the like button. Let's get on with it. Okay, so the first one, and we're just going in alphabetical order here, is the Ancient Scraplet. I'm going to mispronounce this. Scimitar. Put hashtag Grillenheimer if down below if I mispronounce anything. Now I'm beginning to sound like Wilhelm Scream from Destiny 2. The Ancient Scraplet Scimitar is a Decepticon faction card. It is a blue and green pip, full pips here. The blue pip has the boat trait, so only boat traded characters are gonna get the defensive on the flip with this. It is a rare weapon. And you're going to like, dude, a question mark for the attack again? Yes. I like this. I think it looks cool because let's just keep going. Now, you only put on boats only. So while this is a Decepticon faction card, this can go on any boat. Okay? Anybody can equip the Ancient Scraplet Scimitar. When the equipped character attacks, add the defender's base defense to the equipped character's attack total for battle. So yeah, anybody can do this, and it's in that same vein as where my action cards, my Scraplet action cards, if you play one, you can play the other. Like some other official cards that we have, Ironhide, what is it? Focus Fires, Grillenheimer. Okay, thank you. That's it. So like Focus Fires, but Scraplets are an action. You can, if you have 3 in your hand, you can go boom, 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 and take out up to 3 defense of whoever you're attacking. 3 defense off the defender. If they only have a total of 2 defense, you're only going to be able to, you can play all 3 if you want, but you're only going to be able to take down 2 defense. Defense cannot be less than 0. So same goes not same goes with here, but now you're adding their base defense, not flip defense, just base defense to your character's attack. So that's why there's a question mark there. While this is on a Decepticon, it has bold 1. So it's a very kind of a simple card, but it's kind of cool. So if, I don't know, say you have your attack, it has to be a boat. So maybe you're using the female headmaster, I forgot her name right offhand, or a tidal wave or something like that. Somebody with the boat trait. Now, yes, insert base card here. I have a base card. Forgot the name of it right off. That gives characters in their bot modes the boat trait. Okay? So if you're not even playing boat characters and you have that base card and it's in play and they're in bot modes, they now have the boat trait. So boom, you can put this on any of those characters in bot mode with that base card in play and put the Ancient Scraplet Scimitar on anybody. All right. If they happen to be a Decepticon, they also have bold 1. So fun card. You can get this on the flip. Anybody can get this on the flip. So there's that. I really think this is This is a neat idea. It's bringing a lot of things together. But if you're attacking, let's complete this again. Let's say you have an Optimus Prime, and I want to say it's got the boogie board. I think it's the base card with them on their surfboards from G1, and you have Prime in bot mode. You put this on a Prime. You're not be able to get. He's not going to get the bold one because he's not a Decepticon. But if he's attacking a character, if their base defense is like, I don't know, say 3, because it's not going to include flip defense. It's going to, and what is base defense? Let's define that first. I thought the base defense was only the defense on the character card. No, it actually also includes any equipped upgrades. That adds to defense. All right. So if they have an armor with +3 and their defense is like 6, oh well, you're not going to have and again, you're having to build this up to be able to do the correct characters, or in conjunction with a base card to put this on a character in boat mode that is now in bot mode with the boat trait, to be able to do this. Fun stuff. Tell me what you think. I like this. It's interesting. I'm sure there's some secret actions that could probably buffer this. If not, maybe undo it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Let's go on. I have 9 cards here. That took me 6 minutes. We may not get all 9 right now. The Autobot Anchor. And as we go along, if I still have the original image or sketch, I'll put it up here and we'll fade to the new updated card. They look great. I really surprised myself. I did not want to color these. I didn't want to take the time. I've been a bit depressed this summer. And I've just been pushing through and getting this stuff done. So the Autobot Anchor is an uncommon. None of these are common cards. White Autobot pip and an orange pip boat with the boat trait on it. So, and again, this is also an Autobot faction card. One of the few. Put on boats only. It's a utility with +1 to attack. Now, the Autobot Anchor is incorporating my counter mechanism, and where I have created some actions and some secret actions and some other ways to get counters on your upgrades for maximum effect. Of course, normally when you get the maximum effect, whether it's attacking or defensive, it gets scrapped. So counters on this, and I just say this, okay? Each add tough one. After the equipped character defends with a maximum of 4 counters on this, scrap this card. So yeah, you could keep just 3 counters and not 4 and get tough 3 off of this utility itself, the Autobot Anchor. Now, yeah, if you have a character with a Decepticon character with an Autobot Battlemaster as the head on there or whatever, they are both. You can put the Autobot Anchor on him. That's not a problem. All right, so there's that. But you got to also, in order to get counters on this, the utility itself is not going to help you get counters on it. You're going to have to incorporate the action cards and the secret action cards. I might have a base card. It's been so long. That might help you get counters on your upgrades as well, for extra bold, extra tough, extra attack, extra defense, extra pierce, whatever. Let's move on. The Cybertron Colt M4, another upgrade. Another uncommon weapon upgrade. It's a white and blue pip. None of these are hybrids. I didn't go that route, and I did this before I really got into the hybrid kind of scenario. The blue pip has the full boat trait. It's a weapon with +2 to attack. So it's kind of in the same vein as you know, blue pip +2 to attack kind of scenario here. A lot of our general blue pip weapon cards. When you put this on a boat, so it's not just put on boats only, you can put this on anybody and get the +2 to attack like most blue weapons. Now, but when you put this on a boat, do 1 damage to an enemy character, so that's fine, unless your opponent has something to deflect non-attack damage. While the upgraded character attacks a plane, helicopter, spaceship, or Titan, it has bold 2. Do I need to put until end of turn or for battle or whatever? I don't think I did that, but it's only for, end of turn. Maybe I'll need to add that on there. But that's the Cybertron Colt M4. I can't remember if this is the one that I recolored and put it underwater, which kind of looks silly, but kind of looks cool at the same time. I don't know. It might be it. It's one of these. Or the Cybertron Dirk Gun. Now, the Dirk Gun is a black and blue pip. The black has the boat trait. This is a mercenary faction card. And it is a weapon. It's a rare weapon with +2 to attack, because it also is a blue pip weapon card going in that same vein. While, again, anybody can equip this. Anybody can equip this. While this is on a ranged character, though, it has Pierce 2 until end of turn. While this is on a mercenary, it has +1 to attack for turn. So you're going to be able to get to, well, with a mercenary anyway, attack of 3, Pierce 2. Not quite a fusion borer, but close. And again, utilizing mercenaries for the worst. Maybe this isn't a good thing. Maybe I should have just had a +1 to attack instead of a base 2, and then getting attack 2, Pierce 2 with a mercenary for this. I don't know, but it can still go on anybody. But, the mercenaries are going to get the most out of this. Up next, and maybe last, is going to be the Isolated Danger Buoy. This was the first one I colored, I believe, and it looks really good. Do you know who's supposed to be there in the background on the right? Give you a guess. It's a Seacon. This is an uncommon armor. Orange pip with the boat trait, and the black pip with +1 to defense and automatic tough 1. Put on boats only. Yes. So when the equipped character attacks, it has additional pierce for each white pip the defender flipped for battle. So, technically, if you go real slow, the attacker taps their character, says who they're going to attack, and then if they have a secret action or a card that, is triggered from when this defends, that happens then, whatever that is. If they get, a cheap shot on one of your characters, they get a cheap shot on your character or the attacker, you flip for attack, they flip for defense. And if any of their flipped cards on defense are white, you're going to get additional pierce before you add up the battle. Okay. And that's what I've kind of liked about my boats and my boat characters. We got to get to them and finish them too. In all their wonderful glory. Yes. That I really was utilizing white pips. Kind of like buoys. You would see buoys hanging on boats in a bay, in a pier, or whatever. So I've done some interesting utilizing white pip cards, the white pips from various ways for not just the Isolated Danger Buoy, but for the Marina War characters as well. And as we slowly get back to them wherever we left off, and who knows, maybe we'll do a quick rundown of who we've gone through already, as a summary of where we've been before we keep going and finish these guys. And I apologize it's taken this long. I've just been so busy. So that's the Isolated Danger Buoy. So you got some interesting, only the boats are going to be able to have the offensive on the attack on the flip, but anybody can get the pierce off the black. You don't have to call it because it's not hybrid. So it's a nice defensive card, equipped, yet nicely aggressive on the flip for any boat characters. So there's that. And let's go to one more. Let's end with the Naval Mines. That'll leave us the last 4 cards for the next video. The Naval Mines is a secret action. I was really concerned about trying to get the coloring and how to do this. And the more I did it, the more I figured out kind of what I was doing. I'm not a colorist. I'm not an artist. But I'm obviously doing something because it looks pretty good. And it does look like it has some depth. And going back to the isolated danger buoy, the water, you can tell how the water looks like it's got some pull on top of the who's that supposed to be? I've got Scalor. I think that's Scalor's fin in the background, because that was the first Seacon I ever got. Went back in the G1 days, and I never got them all. I think I have enough because they did 6, and I didn't know why, because one could be a gun on a pedestal, and I thought it looked really silly. So I didn't get all 5 of the limbs. I got 4 of them, and I was going to try to get the middle body, and I never could find it. And I didn't finish the Seacon combiner because I was a nut for combiners. I'm a nut for them now. And I saw Vortex at Target the other day, and I just couldn't do it. And I saw Silverbolt. They're asking $90 for Silverbolt. And it's just tearing my little heart out. But, I'm saving the pocketbook, so I guess that's good. Secret action. Rare secret action. Naval Mines. It's got the white pip, and it's got a blue pip. The boat trait is on the blue. Reveal. After one of your characters defends against a character in alt mode. So, here we go. All you have to do is defend. All they have to do is attack you in alt mode. They don't have to be a boat. They don't have to be a certain trait. Just in alt mode. When revealed, your opponent scraps 2 cards off the top of their deck. Do 1 damage to the attacker for each upgrade scrapped this way. So, yeah, they're attacking you. And before they even get to flip for turn, they have to scrap 2 cards off the top of their deck. If they even, scrap an upgrade, boom, the attacker gets 1 damage on them. I kind of like this. It's unusual. And then if they have a card that gets triggered because of non-attack damage, it might prevent it. It might prevent it after all. And I believe some of that verbiage of some of those cards, they don't have to be defending. If one of your, it's more like, if I remember correctly, some of the official cards, if one of your characters, gets at least 1 non-attack damage or whatever, that it doesn't happen or whatever. So they attack you in an alt mode. This gets triggered, and if you're getting them some non-attack damage on them, then that might trigger one of their cards. It might trigger a secret action card, or maybe a rolling action or plot action. I don't know what a lot of those cards do. I'm sorry. But especially if you're trying to mix all of this together, how would it work? I don't know. It might be crazy. It might be fun. You might be like, whoa, let's try this again. So I don't know. How'd that go? Whoa, let's try this again. So so that's Naval Mines. And because of the possible 2 non-attack damage, I made this rare for what it is. Even in casual gaming, I would probably keep your rare battle cards to like a minimum of 3, maybe 6, and that's pushing it. Because a lot of rare cards can be really nice, really nice. So that's it. We have 4 more cards, and I don't have the space to be able to go over them now, nor the time. So I just want to say, Tell me what you think. We're getting to the end of this, guys. This is fun, and I really like this. These look a lot better than my sketchy versions, which didn't look bad. So, we got to go over the ancient Scraplet Scimitar, the Autobot Anchor, the Cybertron Colt M4, the Cybertron Dirk Gun, as well as the isolated danger buoy, and Naval Mines. Let me know what you think. I think these are pretty interesting. They're a little different. Hopefully there's nothing similar to these. Who knows? We may all be on the same wavelength on creating these cards. I've come across some of that too, and I just find it hilarious. Let me know what you think. We'll see you next time. Again, throw scraplets at that like button. And as always, Autobots, flip out and let's roll.